Hello friends, we have another reflection guide for you. This Sunday we read from John's Gospel. Martha and her sister Mary sent a message to the Lord and told him that his good friend Lazarus was sick. When Jesus got to Bethany, he found Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Martha said to Jesus, "Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. Yet even now I know that God will do anything you ask." Jesus told her, "Your brother will live again." Martha answered, "I know that he will be raised to life on the last day, when all the dead are raised." Jesus then said, "I am the one who raises the dead to life." When Jesus saw that Mary and the people with her were crying, he was terribly upset and asked, "Where have you put his body?" They replied, "Lord, come and you will see." Jesus started crying, and the people said, "See how much he loved Lazarus." Some of them said, "He gives sight to the blind. Why couldn't he have kept Lazarus from dying?" Jesus was still terribly upset, so he went to the tomb, which was a cave with a stone rolled against the entrance. Then he told the people to roll the stone away. But Martha said, "Lord, you know that Lazarus has been dead for 4 days, and there will be a bad smell." Jesus replied, "Didn't I tell you that if you had faith, you would see the glory of God?" After the stone had been rolled aside, Jesus looked up toward heaven and prayed, "Father, I thank you for answering my prayers. I know that you will always answer my prayers. But I said this so that the people here would believe that you sent me." When Jesus had finished praying, he shouted, "Lazarus, come out!" The man who had been dead came out. His hands and feet were wrapped with strips of burial cloth, and a cloth covered his face. Jesus then told the people, "Untie him and let him go." Many of the people who had come to visit Mary saw the thing that Jesus did, and they put their faith in him. What is Jesus telling us? Try to imagine what it would be like to live without worrying about anything because you have a friend who can fix any of your problems. All you have to do is ask. Guess what? You do have a friend who can perform miracles. A best friend, Jesus. As Jesus was a good friend of Lazarus, you too are his good friends. We talk a lot about how much Jesus loves us, but have you ever thought of Jesus as your friend? Try it. Try talking to Jesus just as you would your friends. That does not mean you will get everything you ask for. Think about why you might not get what you want. Do your friends always give you what you ask for? Sometimes others know that something that you want might not be the best thing for you. You have heard about the many miracles that Jesus performed, with the raising of Lazarus from the dead being the biggest. Trust that Jesus can and will perform miracles for you since you are his best friend, just like Lazarus, Martha, and Mary. Let's reflect. For the parents, in raising my family, I am not alone. Jesus, my friend, helps me. Do I go to him for help, especially for serious problems? For the children, have I ever thought of Jesus as my best friend? Do I talk to him like one? You may pause to reflect. If you like our reflection guides, please like and subscribe and share to touch other families. See you next Sunday!